The sponsor of today's video. Ground News pulled together over 130 articles from across the political spectrum, and just look at the difference. Left-leaning sources frame this bill as harmful to seniors, children, and the poor. Now, the center mostly focused on the $3.3 trillion price tag and how narrow the vote was, and right-leaning outlets called it a massive win for tax reform and government efficiency. Ground News actually shows you all of this side by side so you can compare the coverage, the bias, the framing without falling into an echo chamber. And that helped me a lot when writing this breakdown. So if you're someone who wants to see all the angles and form your own opinion, you can check them out at ground.news/JIC, or just hit the link in the description below to get 40% off the same Vantage plan I use myself. Let's talk about food prices, because the bill also changes something called SNAP, which is the food assistance program that used to be called food stamps. Now, if you've never used it, you might not think it matters, but SNAP helps feed over 40 million Americans, so any changes here will affect the economy in a big way. And under this new bill, the benefits will now adjust more slowly for inflation. Just like Medicaid, there's now going to be a work requirement. If you're an adult between 18 and 55 and you have no children, you'll need to work at least 80 hours a month to qualify. Now, critics argue that this could kick millions of people off the program, but supporters say it's about encouraging people to find work and be less reliant on the system for support. Now let's talk about energy. If you've noticed your utility bill going up lately, you're probably not alone. And this bill is going to have a lot to do with it, because the bill shifts a lot of money away from the green energy programs and puts it into oil, gas, and nuclear power. Now, supporters say that in the longer term, this will lower our energy prices because it will boost U.S. production and cut back on government subsidies. But it also means less tax credits for things like solar panels and energy-efficient upgrades, which could make those things more expensive. The bill also gives the state the option to charge us extra fees on utility bills if our electricity use goes above a certain monthly limit. It's kind of a stealth tax for people who like to run the AC a lot. And as someone who lives in Las Vegas, that's not good for me. Now, this bill also has some major changes to the Roth IRA by 2026. And this is super important. Right now, you know that if you make too much money to contribute to a Roth IRA,